Welcome to the Family First Retirement Podcast with George Politarhos. For more information, visit patriawealth.com. Now, let's get to the show.
George Politarhos, we've talked about it before, the home office of the Patria Wealth Group. It's warm, it's inviting, it's comfortable, it's like a family atmosphere. And you're proud of that. You did that on purpose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because Patria in Greek means family.
It does.
When you come into my office, you might as well come into my home. Because that's how I want you to feel. Because when you work with Patria, we're a boutique outlet, Mark. We're a boutique office. Boutique being, I am not Edward Jones. I am not UBS. I am not TD Ameritrade. You're not a number. So when you come in, I want you to understand that. You are seeing pictures of our family, our clients on the walls. You're being part of my big, fat Greek family. And that's exactly how we present our office.
A lot of people, when they go to talk to a wealth manager, a financial advisor, a CPA like Ernie Callias in your office, they get intimidated because they feel like they're walking into like a doctor's office. And I think that's why a lot of people are nervous about making that first phone call because it's uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, do you find that? Do you find that people are like, I didn't really know what to expect? I've heard horror stories about what this is like. I mean, there was a study a couple of years ago. It's like only like 35% of adults rely on a financial advisor to put their portfolios together. What reasons do you hear why people don't make that call?
I didn't think I had enough money to come talk to you.
Okay.
I didn't save enough. I know I'm not in the right place. I don't want to get reprimanded. We've been delaying doing this and delaying, and now I think it's too late. I don't understand anything about my retirement. I don't understand how we're ever going to retire. Those are the biggest questions because you're so intimidated. It's like going to the doctor, going to the principal when we were little. Remember you were a little kid, you got in trouble. I got in trouble all the time.
Did you get spanked? I got spanked in elementary school.
Well, my dad was a school board member, so there was no grounds that I was not allowed to get whacked. Trust me. And I'm the baby out of 5, which was kind of good because my brother Pete was really bad.
Yeah.
So he was older than me. So when I came, I was still better than Pete, which was a good thing.
There was a fight club behind your school back in the day. That's how bad the Politarhos kids were.
But my principal, when I was in elementary school, I went to Edgewood Elementary School in Folsom, Pennsylvania, right across the border, was Mr. Ursick. He was a great guy, fantastic man. He was a really good friend of my father. So when I was bad, quick story. We have time for a quick story?
Man, it's your show, yeah.
First grade. I'm 5 years old. I'm a young first grader.
Okay.
And her name was Mrs. Kelly. And I hated Mrs. Kelly with a passion.
Don't hold back.
I don't know if she's still alive or not, but I still despise her.
Still holding on.
I had to go to the bathroom. I was young. I was immature.
Sure.
She says, no, you can't go. So I sat there. So I peed right there on the floor. I was like a dog, dog.
Yeah.
The next day I said, I don't want to be here. I want to go home. So I hid my lunch in my bag. I said, bye, Mrs. Kelly. And I left. And I hooked from school.
First grade.
I came back. My mom found me, beat the bejeebers out of me. I lost my Mickey Mouse watch. She just whooped on me like I was a stray dog. So Mr. Ursick, when my mom brought me back the next day and I was really sore, he came in. He's a big, monstrous man. He goes, Georgie, what's the problem? And I said, Mrs. Kelly's mean to me. He goes, don't worry, I'll talk to Mrs. Kelly. Kind of like when you say, Daddy, Mommy's been mean to me. Daddy says, I'll straighten Mommy up. But he called my dad all the time. So I got whooped on all the time in first grade.
As you should.
I was a bad kid. I was a bad little boy.
At what age do you think you turn into a respectable young man?
56.
How old are you now?
59.
That's about right.
I told Leslie the other day, my college football number is 66. And she goes, oh, my God, you're the devil. I said, no, you got the good third. The bad third was in college.
Oh, there it is.
See?
There it is. But how you talk about that, like when people come to see you, they're almost embarrassed, they're ashamed, they're mad, they're angry because of the mistakes they've made in the past, and they feel like they've done something wrong.
But you know what, Mark? The last perfect person died over 2,000 years ago. We have all made mistakes. Good, bad, big, small.
Yeah.
I think what makes people unique and makes us unique is that we step forward and say, this is the mistake I had. Let's move forward and forget about it.
Yeah.
There's a show on TV I like, Ted Lasso.
Oh, yeah.
We should be more like goldfish, have that short-term memory. Because when we have this mistake, now's the time more than any is take the step forward. Give us a call, 302-330-2166. Let's look past your mistake and see how we can make a better way.
Right.
There's nothing we can do about yesterday, but we can really do something better for tomorrow. Coming in, let's start looking at it. And the funny thing is, Mark, people think I don't have enough money.
Yeah.
I didn't save enough. And then we start running numbers and looking at their scenario, and it's not as bad as they thought. You know, when you think things are bad, you get that Charlie Brown with the Limas.
No, the
Pigpen.
Pigpen.
with the cloud over top of you.
Yeah.
When you're thinking you're in a bad place, you always are, God, we're not going to be able to do this, honey.
Oh, that's the Eeyore. That's the Eeyore.
No,
of what it
Eeyore is
Woe is me.
Winnie the, oh my.
Woe is me.
It's only me. I lost my tail again, George. But you sit there and you think you're never going to get ahead.
Yeah.
But when you sit and realize that you're not in that bad place, and I think the biggest culprit of this type of mentality is the media. The Google says you have to have $1 million to retire.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have $5 million. And reality is you don't. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's unique. When you come into the office of 501 Silverside Road in Wilmington, we're going to take those steps. And I'll give you my word. If it's bad, I'm going to say, listen, we're not in a good place here. You're not going to leave there thinking the glass is half full when really it's almost empty. That's not doing any of us a justice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you the facts the way they are, show you where we're going, make some recommendations, implement a plan, and see how we can go forward to be in the best place possible. Because you've only two-thirds of your life are over at 65, 60, when you retire.
Yeah.
We have another 30 years to retire and live life. Let's make sure we make those numbers the way we want them. And we have to change some things. Great. Let's change it. But let's start on it. Do not delay in getting this done.
And George is always going to be honest with you. If nothing else, he's going to be transparent and honest with you. It may not be the best, most comfortable conversation that you've had about your finances, but that's what he's here for. He's not going to sugarcoat it and tell you everything's going to be fine when we've got some work to do. 302-330-2166. And in the era of transparency, and we get calls every weekend, George is not a miracle worker. He would love to be able to help out every member of the community, but we get calls every weekend. Hey, I've got $5,000. Hey, I've got $8,000. That's great. That's your hard-earned money. There's not a whole lot we can do with that right now. Keep working. Keep going. You hear us say every weekend, if you save $350,000 or more for your financial future, George, that's really where the power begins to start building upon the gains in a retirement portfolio.
Absolutely. We can't do, little bit low returns. We need something to work with to get plans in place. Because when we talk about this retirement, we're also looking for taxes, how to plan accordingly, tax strategies. Maybe a Roth conversion works, maybe it doesn't. That's a hot topic, it seems, and everyone wants that. Mm-hmm. But it's not right for everybody. Maybe we do some tax harvesting. Mm-hmm. We'll get some advantages in the markets right now. Move forward in the best way possible. But all these avenues, income planning, retirement planning, tax strategies, Social Security, legacy planning, are one thing together. It's your wheels on your car. Wheels on the bus go round and round. That's what we want this to do, go in the same direction to get us in the place we need to be. Call us at 302-330-2166, 302-330-2166, and let's start the process to get you in the right place.
You can meet George and the entire team at patriawealth.com, Patria Wealth.com. You and Leslie, y'all watch The Office?
Yes.
Have you watched The Paper yet? So know they have a spinoff of The Office.
Oh, no. Never heard
it's
of
from
it.
the same director, the same documentary crew. They are now following another group in Toledo, Ohio, and it's a little small newspaper. And it's got the same vibe and the same feel to it. I wanted to hate it because I love The Office. We've talked about
The Office.
Great show. So well done. It's one of my comfort shows, my fall asleep shows. When they announce from the people who brought you The Office, now come in The Paper. So nervous. It's pretty good.
What's it on?
It's on Peacock.
Oh,
it's not on NBC. It's streaming only, but they dropped the entire first season about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I can't wait.
Go give it a watch and let me know what you think.
Office.
Now, if you go into it, and I know I sold it by saying if you go into it expecting the silliness of The Office, you're not going to like it. It's more of a polished version. Just go watch it and tell me what you think.
Is it guy humor?
It's not as silly, goofy. Leslie will like it too. It's actually, I think it's more mature than The Office.
That leaves me out of this scenario right now. What the hell I want to watch that for?
But the characters are pretty good. So go check it out and let me know. You were talking about Ted Lasso, and that's kind of like
Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of the shows. It's got a little bit of a good heart to it as well. Hey, I want to go back to something we were talking about people coming in for that initial consultation. They feel like they've done something wrong. They have these questions. But on the flip side, 302-330-2166, somebody gives you a call and they say, George, I've been working with a big box firm, and I just feel like my needs aren't being met. That's kind of a broad statement. So if somebody takes advantage of your complimentary second opinion service, what needs are these big box firms? What are they missing?
That you're not like the people next door is the biggest problem people have. Mm-hmm. They say that I'm 60 years old. This is the plan for me. They put this plan, they pull it out of a box, they slide me down the assembly line, and they let me go. because this is every 6-year-old's the exact same, Mark. And I'm going to make fun of your feet because they're small.
Here we go.
But, I wear a size 15. You wear a size
12.
Okay, Mark.
I will
12 in children's size.
Take my
so
shoe
9.
right now.
So that's the problem.
That's my shoe right
But
here.
we're different people.
US 12, UK 11.
Okay, if that's what you want to read there, that's an ugly shoe, by the way. But people look at that and they just get so confused. A. B, they get passed around.
Mm-hmm.
Their advisors, you're no longer big enough to work with our advisor. You're going to work with a sub-agent. Everybody that comes into my office, Mark, is meeting with me, plain and simple. I'm not passing you off to Angie. I'm not passing you off to Achilles. You're working with me. You're not going to Alex. You're with me. Because that's what the Patria is, about family. My job is to make sure that you know that you are special, that you are unique. We're going to build the plan around what your wants and needs are and make it work for you. Because not everybody wants a 60-40 blend for retirement. Not everybody wants to have all the money, the mortgage, on red at the casino. Everyone's different. And we'll build that plan to what you want to do, what your dreams in retirement are, what your checks are going to be, your budget, your assets, and your family plan.
302-330-2166. That second opinion service. It's no cost. It's no obligation from George and the team. And you can meet the team and schedule that consultation from the homepage at patriawealth.com, P-A-T-R-I-A, patriawealth.com. We invite you to spend some time at the website. And you just mentioned Angie. You just mentioned Jared, Ernie Callias. Let's talk about some of the team members because I love that you said they're all here to help support us. We're all in this together. So what do they do? We talked to Jared. What is he going to do? Angie's going to focus on what? Ernie's going to focus on what?
Angie, when you come in to meet and you're a Medicare question, Angie does everything I do. She's one of the agents with us, but she's going to help you with all your Medicare questions, all your Social Security funding questions. That's her area of expertise. Managed funds is Achilles Vargiamis. Achilles is going to handle all the managed monies that you come in. When people look and they have investment objectives, a lot of times they'll say, I want to be 40% in safe, 60% in the market. Well, we use indexing for safe money and the market. So Achilles can be more aggressive with that because we have a safety net with the indexing we use to help prepare you properly.
Right.
Ernie Callias is our in-house CPA. He looks at the tax strategies that are best built for you, when to do things, how to plan for tomorrow, how to save as much money as possible. Because at the end of the day, Mark, it's our job to keep as much money in your pocket that is legally and morally acceptable rather than give it to the government. I say every week how much I love this country. We are so blessed to be here. I don't like the way the government spends my darn money.
Amen.
You have Alex, who's also there. Alex is a junior, been with the company about a year. He does a lot of the intaking of the applications and processing of the applications going forward. Jared, folks, if you're watching Facebook, YouTube, any of our podcast information, that is all Jared.
Yeah, it is.
He's your first point of contact with the company. He does all the marketing, all the inner office, and he's my youngest, but he's my boss, it seems, at times.
And it's good to have a millennial, and I don't know if he is the millennial group, but you've got adults in that office, but you've also got the next generation. And I don't mean to sound like old man Owens right here, but man, to just understand the social media aspect of it, creating the reels and the stories and the Facebook videos and everything.
I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
He goes, share this. I'm like, share? How do I share?
Share? Like, I could turn back time. What do you mean share?
He brings this stuff up, and they do a great job, and the team works really, really well. We have 2 really nice interns that handle the other things at the business.
Day-to-day aspects, yeah.
And it's a great family atmosphere.
It is a boutique firm, but man, you're covering all the bases.
Absolutely. What's the biggest asset you have after your home is your retirement money, your family. To me, my family comes before my house does.
Yeah.
When we're working with you, we're making sure that I'm not just caring about Mark. I'm caring about his wife, his children, and how he wants to go forward, how you want to be in the best place. It's a big step. It's scary. Because people think if I make a mistake, what happens then?
Yeah.
And they're right. This is not a mistake. It's not a mulligan. We have our golf outing. And people bought, a 6 foot long of mulligans, and I don't think any of them turned them back in.
No, of course not.
It's about planning accordingly and making sure we don't need a mulligan and getting lined up correctly.
How are we a bunch of hack golfers and we still shot a 44?
Yeah.
That's not possible. It's because of the mulligans.
Because of new math.
302-330-2166. I want to go back to Ernie Callias for a second, too, because, boy, just the power of having an in-house CPA as well, because you talk to a lot of people. It's like, oh, yeah, we work with CPAs across the community, or we have relationships. No, you have an in-house CPA.
When you have an in-house CPA, Mark,
Mm-hmm.
we work together.
Mm-hmm.
The planning is together. The process is together. When you have a CPA that you work with down the street and we have a relationship, so
Right.
to speak, it's not the same
Mm-hmm.
because you're not on the same path about what to do. Do Ernie and I have conversations about plans of attack, how the best way to do this is? Absolutely. And that's what's great about having two great minds work together is that you compromise and you get the plan that's right for the client from both aspects.
Not to mention Ernie, former military as well.
Absolutely.
And I saw it firsthand at the Bets for Vets golf tournament where Ernie's like, all right, at 0600, we're going to do this. And then at 0800, we're going to do this. And we're going to have this scheduled out to do this. I was like, my man, you have got this in control right now.
That's Ernie every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm rolling my eyes right now. I love Ernie with a passion. And sometimes he starts and I'm like, the ADD kicks on, like, do, 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 do.
Slow down, man. Like,
Please, one thing at a time.
I want to go to lunch when I want to go to lunch, not at 0100.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. But you know what? There's something to be said about being, hey, don't take this personally, so anal about your time and your schedule. And
My money is anal.
Yes.
It's not just George's money. It's Leslie's money.
Yep.
It's going to who I love the most.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie, Alex, Jared, Archer, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my money's going. So I want you to be anal about that.
And a nerd as well. Like you said before, George, you've called yourself a math nerd, and I love that. I want my financial advisor. I want the person putting strategies together for me. I want you to be a nerd.
That's it.
And I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Boy, full-service boutique firm. That's the Patria Wealth Group. We invite you to spend some time on the homepage at patriawealth.com. You can meet the team. Go listen to some of our older shows. You can hear the podcast, the Family First Retirement Podcast. It is streaming commercial-free from the homepage at patriawealth.com. If you have any questions, you can send the team a note as well. Again, patriawealth.com, P-A-T-R-I-A wealth.com. So we both travel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You come to see me in Atlanta. I've gone to see you up in Wilmington a handful of times. We stay in hotels. And when you think about hotel rooms, we think about the germs that we have to deal with. The first thing you do, you walk in, you think, how deep clean? I don't care if it's a 5-star or George Politarhos half a star type hotel that you love. You think about, boy, that stain on the sheet. How long has that been there, or is there going to be one?
It looks really good. Yeah.
So we think about the germs in a hotel room, but there's also these hidden germs in a portfolio. Go ahead.
I flew in today, right?
Yeah.
I flew in last night.
Yeah.
I'm at Philadelphia International Airport. I'm at Terminal D,
Right.
gate D16, the farthest damn part you can walk
Got your
from the
steps
airport.
in.
I got my steps, and my Apple phone was clicking at me, whatever the hell it does.
Yeah.
I'm going down and get a cup of coffee. I'm a little bit early.
Sure.
So I got a pumpkin latte. I pay my thing. It says there's a 3% charge added to your bill, and it's not a tip. We're
What is it?
adding
Not a tax.
a 3% service charge across the board. I asked the young lady,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm paying cash. There's no credit card fee. I said, what's the fee? She goes, it's what they put in the system now. We have to charge it automatically.
Sneaky.
What the hell are you charging me 3% for? It was 19 cents. It doesn't matter how much it is. It's the principle of taking the money.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about these hidden fees,
Yeah.
hotel fees,
Yeah.
car rental fees, management fees from companies. It's amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And when you ask a question, they look at you with their eyes like, I don't know. The deer in the headlights, I hate deer. Well, I don't want to look at your eyes in the headlights. But you know what I'm saying? That's what these hidden fees kill us, and they nickel and dime you. We talk about big box firms.
Mm-hmm.
They nickel and dime you to death every step of the way. When you work with myself and my team at Patria Wealth, Mark, there are no fees.
Mm-hmm.
We have with management money, there's a 1% fee across the board. It is what it is. I'll go through that with you. There are no fees. You know exactly what you're getting.
And if I do, I can ask you.
Absolutely.
You will be 100%
I'm right here
transparent.
with you.
Yeah.
Achilles is right here. And we're sitting here with you face to face. You're not talking to the agent or the advisor at Edward Jones. That's the 5th person you've had as an advisor in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
You have relationships. We're going to go through it together. We're going to explain it, break it down. And I think what makes it really important is we speak in English, basic English. You know, we talked about this before. You ever go to the doctor and you hurt yourself, and he or she gives you this real long term, like the back of a cereal box, one of those things you can't read, and you ask what it is, and she'll say, well, you sprained your ankle. Instead of just saying that, I say you sprained your ankle. We don't use these big words. I can't even say them to make a joke about them.
It's like the drug commercials, the 45-second disclaimer. Yeah.
We're going to help you lower your blood pressure, but you're going to have
die.
seizures and this and that. Yeah,
You may
it's
poop
all
yourself,
good.
but listen, your blood pressure may be.
Who
low.
hasn't done that, though? Let's be realistic.
It's a long drive in
Yeah.
today. You know? Happens.
But it's keeping things simple, keeping it straightforward.
You can meet George and the entire team when you visit patriawealth.com, P-A-T-R-I-A wealth.com. He'll take a deep dive into your portfolio to help find some of these fees that you may not know that you could be paying. And, George, the reason I think they charge you an extra 19 cents is because you're a grown man ordering a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, but I had hot.
302-330-2166. When we talk about income in retirement, you look at a portfolio, one of the biggest forms of income is going to be our 401k. Let's go back to fees for a second there. When you talk about fees in an overall portfolio, is the 401k one of the biggest chief offenders of hidden fees?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You get a statement from folks, and one of the things you bring in is a statement. And these statements can be anywhere from 5 pages to 40 pages. And everything's broken down. They're hidden throughout there. Think about this. You go and you made 7% in your 401k. How much did the companies make on that? They probably made 20. But they break it down, they hide it, and they don't show you everything you're doing. When you're with me, you're going to see it broken down, very simple and to the point. It's about simplicity because retirement should be simplified. The more confusing, more moving parts, the harder it is to understand, the less questions people ask. Because when you ask a question mark, what's that make you feel like when you're growing up? Go back to school for a second, and you ask a question, the teacher said 1 + 1 is 2.
Right.
And you didn't understand how 1 + 1 = 2. Did you raise your hand?
No, because I don't want to feel dumb.
You didn't want to feel dumb, have people mock you.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen because I ask stupid questions every day. We all do. You should ask questions. There's nothing wrong with that. When people ask questions, that's good. Your mind's working. And our job is to make sure you understand this because it is your money. Why be ashamed or scared or nervous to ask a question? And most of the time, people won't ask those questions for the 401k. Or if they want to ask a question, the people don't answer the phone. They don't know who to speak to.
Right.
That's my job. When you call, you're speaking to me. You're not speaking to someone in Des Moines, Iowa, or San Francisco, California. You're talking to George in Wilmington, Delaware. We're going to help you get to where you want to be.
And it's not an 800 number either.
It is not. We have an 800 number.
You do?
We do, but we don't use it.
302-330-2166. Again, 302-330-2166. And as we slowly put a bow on the conversation this weekend about working with George and the team, I know that you get so much joy out of getting those invitations to retirement parties.
Love it.
And if you work with a big box firm, all right, cool. Hey, Dave up in Chicago, man, hey, thanks for all your help, but you're not going to invite Dave. Dave's not going to know who Archer is. Dave's not going to know what's going on with the family. Good for you, man. Thank you, man. But there's some I can invite George because you're only a couple of miles away.
Well, nice thing is that when you work with me, we do so many things that are not business related. I think it's important that it's about community. It's about Vets for Vets. It's about working with the community.
Didn't you go to took a bunch of clients to the baseball game?
We just went to a baseball game in Blue Rocks.
Yeah.
And it was a blast.
Yeah.
We do it about 3 or 4 times a year. We have client events in the office. Bring a friend. We're having one for Halloween coming up. We'll start advertising that. We're having it the week before Halloween to show some, drinks and have some new fun.
Excellent.
And that's what this is about. It's not about just talk to me when there's business involved. It's about talk to me about my daughter graduating high school. It's about George, my mom's sick. What do we do? I just inherited some money. How do we move forward? My son wants to buy a house. How do we do this? What's the best way to do this? There's a lot of life involved when you work with Patria Wealth. And life's a key word. Everything we just talked about is about what makes you be who you are. That's what makes me be what I am. Alex, Anna, Jared, Leslie, Archer, the dogs. That's me, Ernie. My family, my friends, my clients who are not clients, but they're part of my big fat Greek family.
Yep.
And we do things all the time, not just for business, just to be together and learn more about each other.
Insurance and annuities offered through George Politarhos, Delaware Insurance License Number 1373121. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Read your contract for restrictions, limitations, or penalties.